Another day, another game, another Masha gameplay. And here I am, still sitting in Legend rank, 53 games only with my hero Masha. Why? Because real life's been keeping me busy. I've been grinding outside the game too, improving myself, handling life, and then coming back here to show that even with limited time, I can still tear through the land of dawn. But you all know, it's not easy grinding solo. Sometimes teammates tilt, sometimes nobody cooperates, and sometimes the enemy draft looks impossible. Every win feels like a war, and every loss hits 10 times harder. Still, that's the beauty of the solo grind. Every time I lock in Masha, I know it's me against the world, and that's exactly how I like it. Alright, for those who know me and always watch my videos, you already know the deal. I'm rocking my one-shot Masha build, but this time, I made a small change. Instead of lethal ignition, I switched to Warcry on the emblem. And trust me, with Vengeance as my battle spell, this combo is just insane. Here's why. Warcry gives me that insane burst of damage the moment I go all in. It's like flipping a rage switch that lets me delete enemies before they can react. And when I pair that with Vengeance, I don't just tank damage, I reflect it right back at them. So while they're trying to kill me, they're actually killing themselves. It's the perfect combination for solo queue, because I don't need to rely on teammates. I become my own frontline and executioner at the same time. When I'm grinding solo, mindset is everything. I can't control my teammates, I can't control the enemy draft, but I can control myself. Every game feels like a 1v9 challenge. I don't expect anyone to carry me, and I don't waste energy getting frustrated. Focus on what I can do with my hero. Play smart, stay calm, and I trust my decisions. The solo grind is tough. Sometimes teammates tilt, sometimes the enemy is stacked, sometimes luck isn't on my side. But if my mindset stays strong, I'll always find ways to turn the game around. With Masha, that means punishing mistakes, pressuring lanes, and making the enemy play my game, not theirs. Solo ranked isn't easy, but that's why every win feels earned, and every clutch moment feels like a real victory. And I can't always rely on my teammates to cover me. Sometimes the jungle forgets to help, or mid lane is getting invaded. That's why I keep calm and focus on my lane control, punishing the enemy every time they try to creep too close. With Warcry plus Vengeance, I can survive small skirmishes and even turn fights around if they misstep. Every minion, every small trade, every gold counts in EXP lane, because this is where I start building my momentum for the mid and late game. Now let's talk about how I actually win solo ranked. Because solo queue is chaos, but if I play smart, I can turn that chaos into my advantage. First, I play for objectives, not kills. I don't waste time chasing enemies across the map. Take towers, cut lanes, and secure Turtle and Lord whenever I can. I'm a monster at shredding objectives, and that's how I win games even when teammates are struggling. Second, I learn when to split push. A lot of solo players panic when their team is fighting mid, but sometimes the best play is to pressure side lanes and force the enemy to defend. One tower down can change the whole map control. Third, I use my survivability. With Warcry plus Vengeance, I can dive towers, bait skills, and waste enemy time. Sometimes my job isn't to kill, it's to distract and soak damage while my team cleans up. And finally, always keep my mindset calm. In solo ranked, teammates will feed, they will flame, and they will throw. I don't join the tilt, I stay locked in, play my role, and trust that one good play can flip the game completely. So here's a perfect example. I saw the enemy trying to take the Lord. In solo ranked, this is usually where games are decided. One mistake, and it's over. So what did I do? I rushed in to scout the situation. Patience is key. You don't just dive in blind. I waited for the right opening, watching for that one mistake, and then, boom. We went all in, caught Bane, and shut him down. With him gone, the Lord was free. We secured it, and just like that, the entire game flipped in our favor. That's the power in solo ranked. One smart decision, one perfect moment, and suddenly you're the reason your team still has a chance to win. That was only the first Lord, but it gave us the breathing room we needed to stay in the game. Instead of rushing into every mid-fight, I kept my focus on the bigger picture. While the enemy was busy defending and fighting my team, I went straight to the top lane to apply pressure. That's the beauty in solo ranked. You don't always need to be in the team fight. Sometimes your biggest value is forcing the enemy to split up, making them panic while you're taking towers for free. This is how you win games when everything feels stacked against you, by making smart decisions, not just following the chaos. But just when things were looking good, this new hero, Obsidia, showed up. And honestly, I had no idea how her skills even worked. I tried to fight back, but when she fly around me, I couldn't use my ultimate. It was frustrating, and it felt like I was fighting in the dark. That's the struggle. You don't always have time to study every new hero when real life keeps you busy. So you learn the hard way, in the middle of a ranked match, with everything on the line. Big team fight broke out. New hero Obsidia was causing problems, but luckily our Claude stepped up and took her down. That gave us a window. The enemy started chasing hard, everyone scrambling all over the map. I stayed patient, waiting for the perfect moment. And when I saw my chance, I went straight for Edith. Boom, deleted her, and just like that, we evened the fight. I was pulling back, heading for the fountain to recover, but out of nowhere, Xavier gave me that long-distance ticket straight back home. One snipe and I was gone. 1 second I'm making plays, the next second I'm respawning. After respawning, I saw Edith and decided to test my damage. We went head-to-head, a full-on brawl in the lane. And this time I came out on top. Edith couldn't handle the burst. But just as I was catching my breath, Bane showed up out of nowhere. Before I could react, he caught me and finished the job. Next, I defend bot lane. But out of nowhere, 4 enemy collapsed on me at once. No way out. I went down fast. But here's the thing. Sometimes your death creates the opening. Because right after I fell, my team swooped in and punished them hard. They cleaned up 3 kills in return. That's the crazy part of solo ranked. You never know if your sacrifice will actually flip the fight, but this time, it did. 1 death for 3 kills? I'll take that trade any day. Now the Lord timer was ticking, and I knew the fight was coming. Instead of forcing mid, I rotated to the bot lane to apply some pressure. I tucked myself into the bush, waiting for the right moment. But somehow Bane already knew I was there.
I'm trying to be
While my team was clashing for the Lord, I kept pushing bot, forcing the enemy to split their focus. Then suddenly, boom, the enemy secured the Lord. At first it looked bad, but I rushed in to back up my teammates, and together we wiped them out completely. And here's the beauty of it. Because of the pressure I'd been applying in bot lane, their Lord turned out to be useless. With the enemy wiped out and their base exposed, we pushed straight in and ended the game. That's how you win in solo ranked. Smart pressure, patience, and striking at the perfect moment. And that's how you win solo ranked, even when the odds are stacked against you. Sometimes you don't need to fight every battle head on, you just need the right pressure, the right timing, and the courage to dive in when it matters most. From baiting, to pushing, to clutching those final team fights, Masha proves once again why she's a one-woman wrecking crew. If you enjoyed this gameplay, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more insane plays. Till next time, this is Kyron signing off, and remember, push like a beast, win like I'm mortal, and see you in the next one.